What's up, you guys? It's Susie from HeyGrillHey.com, and today we're throwing down a recipe for a smoked snack mix, but we can't keep it basic. No, I'm teaching you how to make a smoked snack mix with a sweet and spicy caramel sauce. It's crunchy, it's chewy, it's all of the delicious flavor combinations, and you're gonna dig it. Let's make it. First, we're gonna make our snack mix, which is all the crunchy, salty, delicious things that are gonna be the base of our smoked snack mix. I'm gonna start with 2 cups of Chex cereal. I like rice or corn for this. They provide a really good base layer. Next up are pretzel sticks, 2 cups. You could do like mini pretzel twists if you like, but I like the stick version because I think it creates some really nice and interesting contrast in the shapes and the textures. Next is a cup of Bugles. Do you remember Bugles? Okay, stay with me here. Original Bugles are like the best thing in a snack mix because these little cones catch some of this caramel sauce and they get so chewy and they're just the best texture. Then you can add a cup of mixed nuts. These are just the deluxe roasted mixed nuts you buy in the tins from the grocery store. And then last up is a small cracker. In my original recipe, I call for oyster crackers, but somebody who tried this recipe left a comment and said they did it with Cheez-Its because they couldn't find oyster crackers, and it gave them that whole like Chicago style popcorn caramel with cheese situation, and I've been dying to try it. So today, instead of 1 cup of oyster crackers, I'm doing a cup of Cheez-Its, but if you want to stick with the original, a cup of those little oyster crackers that float in soup. All right, give it a quick toss with your hands. Be gentle. And then set it aside while we put together our caramel sauce. So you need a medium saucepan and a whisk. In there, we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of salted butter, a cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of light corn syrup.
Does light mean color or light like?
Light means color. There's dark corn syrup that's really dark brown. It's usually used in like pecan pies. And then this is light corn syrup, and it's gonna give your caramel a really nice chewy texture. Chewy. And then a 1/4 cup of your favorite hot sauce. I usually use Cholula. Frank's would be delicious in here. You want a nice amount of tangy plus heat. And then simply a pinch of salt. I've got all the ingredients for my caramel in my saucepan. I'm gonna put this over onto a burner for medium-high heat, and I'm gonna let this cook for 3 minutes. We're gonna bring it to a boil and boil it for 3 minutes exactly. Set a timer, whisk constantly. After 3 minutes, cut the heat completely, bring the pan back over to the table, and then I'm gonna stir in a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This is gonna cause the caramel to bubble up, at which point I will pour it over our crunchy snack mix that we have over here. It's gonna move quickly, so just follow along. It's gonna be great. Whoa. Everything's melted together, it just came up to a boil, so I'm hitting start on my 3-minute timer. And then I'm just gonna whisk for the next 3 minutes. This is a really unique smell to have like hot sauce and that brown sugar caramel. It's so good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. Turn off your alarm. Turn off your caramel. Get it off of the heat. You can see even the texture of it's kind of changed a little bit. Our sauce has darkened a little bit. We're gonna pour in this 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And the soda is going to react with the heat of the caramel sauce and it's gonna bubble up really quickly. So make sure you have a large enough pan here. Just keep stirring.
Science.
Isn't that cool? So we're gonna pour our awesome bubbly caramel sauce right over our cereal mix. I'm gonna swap my whisk for my spatula. And stir gently as I pour.
I'm like salivating.
Me too. Okay, using a rubber spatula here really helps you to fold without breaking apart that delicate cereal and those crackers. Just make sure everything's nice and coated. Ooh, I found a little bit of some naked spots. And then this is going to go onto a sheet tray that has been lined with a large sheet of foil and sprayed with just a really light coating of nonstick cooking spray. Or the foil that I'm using today is a Reynolds nonstick brand, which is really nice because nothing sticks to it. So make sure you have a nice sheet of foil. And then this just goes right on. We just need to spread this into a nice even layer with your spatula. And with the caramel sauce and the snack mix, we have taken care of the sweet and the spicy. But now we gotta do the smoky, right? And as you can see, this caramel's still a little bit gummy. We want it to set up so that it has a really nice crunchy chew. So this is going to go onto a smoker. We have our offset smoker preheated today, 225 degrees. My favorite woods for this would be something like a maple or a cherry, those nice sweeter, fruitier woods. And this also goes onto your pellet smoker or whatever. If you don't have a smoker, you can do this in your oven. Just set it at 225. You need that lower temp to kind of dry out this caramel a little bit and make sure our cereal mix stays crunchy. Oops. Flavors are banging. I can't wait for this to get a little bit of smoke on it. Now this is gonna smoke for 1 hour and then it will be ready to come off, break apart, and nibble on, if it all makes it to the smoker. Most of it will. Okay, smoky snack mix has been on for an hour. It's time to pull it off. So when we put this in there, remember how sticky that caramel was? It's been on here for an hour. It's not sticky anymore. It's smooth. That's exactly what you're looking for. We wanted to get rid of that like tackiness on the snack mix. So what's gonna happen now is you are going to have to fight against every natural urge in your body to not eat this whole pan while it is warm, because it is absolutely delicious. But if you try to break it apart while it's still warm, you're gonna smush all of your like soft, delicate things like the Bugles and the Chex mix. So you have to let it cool before pulling all of it off the pan and storing it. But I mean, you definitely have to have a couple little trial bites while it's still warm and smoky and toasty. The Bugles are my favorite. But I will say, I'm most excited about these little like cheesy cracker bites, because you totally get that like cheddar caramel popcorn experience, but with the kick of the Cholula, the hot sauce, and then the smokiness. These are so good. These will make absolutely beautiful gifts to give out to neighbors during the holiday season. Take them for snacks to share at work. You will be the most popular coworker person on the entire business place. Either way, I hope you give this recipe a try. When you do, snap a photo, post it online, and use the hashtag HeyGrillHey. That way I can see it and cheer you on your journey to becoming a backyard barbecue hero.